Imagine a big, exciting question. Can a machine truly think? Not just add numbers or follow rules, but really think like a person. Can a robot wonder about the stars or tell a funny joke? This sounds like a story from the future, but it's actually a clever game. A detective puzzle for thoughts, invented by one of the smartest people ever. This game helps us ask a very deep question. How can we know if something is thinking? You can't see a thought. This amazing puzzle was created by a man who saw the whole world as a beautiful, giant puzzle waiting to be solved. He wanted to find the secrets hidden inside everything. His name was Alan Turing. He was a very special thinker. Even when he was just a little boy, he didn't just see a flower. He wondered how it knew how to grow. He didn't just see people talking, he wondered how their brains made up the words. The world was full of amazing questions, and he wanted to find the answers. Alan Turing loved finding patterns in things. He believed that even the biggest, hardest problems had a secret key, a simple idea that could unlock everything. This way of thinking would one day help him solve the world's biggest problem, and it would change everything forever. Suddenly, the world was in big trouble. It was a time called World War II. Many countries were fighting, and one side had a secret weapon. It wasn't a giant tank or a fast airplane. It was a secret code, a puzzle so hard it seemed impossible to break. This secret code came from a special machine. It was called the Enigma machine. It looked a bit like a typewriter, but when you typed a message, it scrambled the letters into a secret jumble. Every single day, the code would change. It was like trying to open a lock with millions and millions of wrong keys. The secret messages told the enemy where to go and what to do. If you could read the messages, you could know their plans. You could save many people, but nobody could figure out the puzzle. The Enigma machine was winning the war. The world needed a new kind of hero, a hero with a super smart brain. So, Alan Turing went to a secret place called Bletchley Park. He and a team of smart people started working on the puzzle. They decided to build a machine to fight a machine. Alan Turing had a brilliant idea for a giant thinking machine. They called it the bomb. It was a huge machine with clicking wheels and whirring parts. Inside the secret workshops, the bomb machine worked day and night. It was listening for secrets. It was looking for a tiny clue in the scrambled messages. The machine was testing key after key, faster than any person ever could. It was a race against time, every single day. Here was Alan Turing's amazing idea. He realized they didn't have to check every single wrong answer. That would take forever. Instead, his machine looked for patterns. It looked for things that made sense. It could throw away all the silly, impossible answers very quickly. This let them find the one right answer hiding among all the wrong ones. It was like finding a tiny needle in a giant haystack by using a giant magnet. And then the bomb machine started to work. The clicking sounds got faster and faster. Suddenly it stopped. It had found the answer. Alan Turing and his team had built a machine that could think faster than any person. It was a huge success. This thinking machine could read the secret messages, the ones that nobody else could understand. Every day, the team would listen to the enemy's plans. They knew where ships would be. They knew where soldiers were going. It was like having a secret window into the enemy's mind. The big discovery surprised everyone. This wasn't just about winning one fight. It changed the whole war. Because they could read the secret codes, they could be one step ahead. It was a powerful new tool that no one had ever seen before. This amazing work is thought to have made the war shorter by at least 2 years. Think about that. 2 whole years of fighting that did not happen. This means that millions of people were saved. Alan Turing's quiet, brilliant work helped save the world from a terrible time. But after the war, Alan Turing started thinking about a new, even bigger question. His machine could solve puzzles, but could a machine truly think like a person? To find out, he came up with a clever idea. He called it the Imitation Game. Here is how the game works. Imagine you are a judge, sitting all alone in a room. In front of you is a screen where you can type messages. You are talking to two others, but you can't see them. They are in separate rooms. One of them is a real person, just like you. The other one is a computer. Your messages go to both of them, and they both type answers back to you. Turing's simple game was about more than just tricking a judge. That question, can a machine fool a person into thinking it's human, became more than a puzzle. It became a research program for the next century. The global effort to build a machine that could pass his test is what led directly to the breakthroughs in language, logic, and learning that power our modern world. The journey he started is not just still going on, we are all living inside of it every single day. You can talk about anything, the weather, your favorite food, or even tell jokes. Your job is to figure out which is which. You can ask any question you can think of to try and trick the computer. If, after talking for a while, you cannot tell which one is the machine, then the machine passes the test. It has won the imitation game. Now this is where the idea becomes truly genius. The test wasn't just a fun game. It was a brand new way of looking at a very old question. A question that people had been stuck on for a very long time. Turing knew that trying to answer, "Can a machine think?" was almost impossible. It's a tricky question with no easy answer. So he changed the question. Instead, he asked, "Can a machine act so much like a person that we can't tell the difference?" The true genius of the test was not in the answer it gave. It was in the question Alan Turing chose to ask. He saw that trying to define the word think was an endless puzzle, so he changed the game. He created a test that you could actually do. This idea is now all around us. It lives in the world you see every day. Every time you ask a question to a smart speaker, you are talking to Turing's dream. Every time a chatbot helps you online, you are part of his big idea. These amazing tools are everywhere. They help us find information. They create art and music. They are the children of the simple question Alan Turing asked more than 70 years ago. His curiosity is built into the smart devices we use every single day. But this brings us to a new, deeper mystery. Some computers have gotten very good at the imitation game. They can talk and sound like a person. Does that mean they are truly thinking for themselves? Imagine a person in a locked room. They don't know how to speak Chinese. They just have a big book of rules. When someone slides a piece of paper with Chinese writing under the door, the person looks up the shapes in the book. The book tells them what shapes to write on another paper and slide back out. To the person outside, it looks like someone in the room understands Chinese. But the person inside does not. They are just following rules. This is the Chinese room idea. It makes us wonder if computers are just following rules, or if they really understand. Alan Turing's great gift was not just about building machines. It was about asking beautiful, powerful questions that change the world. He showed us a new way to look at minds, both our own and the ones we might build. His story teaches us something very important. Sometimes, the biggest discoveries don't come from finding a new answer. They come from finding a completely new question to ask, a question nobody had thought of before. This simple, powerful question started a whole new field of science. It gave thousands of smart people a new mountain to climb, a new puzzle to solve. It all started with one person wondering about a machine, and that is the lasting power of a truly genius mind. It doesn't just solve a problem for today, it gives all of us new questions to explore for many, many years to come. The journey he started is still going on right now, so the big question became much deeper. A machine could pass the test, but did that mean it was truly thinking like a person does? This is a very tricky thought. Think about a parrot. A parrot can learn to say words. It can say, "hello" or "I love you." But does the parrot know what those words mean, or is it just copying sounds it heard? Many smart computers today are a bit like that parrot. They can learn from all the books and pictures in the world. They see patterns in words and can write amazing stories. They are great at following the rules of language. This makes Alan Turing's idea more important than ever. We use smart machines every single day. They help us find answers and talk to friends. The Turing test makes us stop and think about what these machines are really doing. It also makes us think about what makes us special. We don't just use words because we learned the rules. We use words to share feelings. We feel happy when we see a friend. We feel sad when we lose a toy. Can a computer feel proud when it solves a hard math problem? Does it get curious about what the stars are made of? These are the secrets inside our minds that are so hard to explain. This is the mystery Turing wanted us to explore. The amazing part of the Turing test is not just about fooling a person. Its real magic is that it works like a mirror. It doesn't just show us how smart a machine can get, it shows us how amazing our own minds are. When we ask if a machine can think, we also have to ask ourselves, what is thinking? How do our brains come up with new ideas, funny jokes, or beautiful songs? The test makes us look inside our own heads. Alan Turing gave the world more than a machine that could break secret codes. He gave us a powerful question. It is a question that helps us understand ourselves better. It is a puzzle about being human. His simple game of hide-and-seek with words became one of the biggest ideas ever. And as our computers get smarter and smarter, Turing's beautiful question will only become more important to ask.